How long ago was it that I made my infamous Crawford versus Spence's 80-20, blood? How long ago was that? Like 6 months ago, I told man 80-20 in favor of Crawford.
The maddest thing is when you said that, bro, I thought you were on Budge.
Thought this guy don't know boxing.
No,
bare people said that to me.
You know what it was? Like, Crawford was such a safe bet that so many people were doubling down on it. You see what I'm saying? But really and truly, those are the fights that you can double down on. Because even if you're wrong, it's 50-50.
I always thought Spence's record was good. Clearly a talented fighter, but like Kell Brook, the eye injury.
The funniest thing is,
I'm not. Whereas Crawford is fighting like these peak world champions, just moving through these, man. But the reason I said the 80-20 thing, is because the rematch is 100% Crawford, 0% Spence. Put your mortgage on it, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's easy money.
The truth is, after a dominating performance like that, and let me,
there's going to be more pressure on Crawford.
Let me land on this though.
Okay.
After a dominating performance like that, the only way you can lose is complacency. Crawford's not a complacent fighter.
Correct.
So you're screwed.
The only thing is as well, like Spence, he won't do this, but he has the freedom to come out and just be hella aggressive.
But I think that's where he lost the fight the first time.
Yes, I agree.
Because when you got knocked down, my man came out bare reckless.
Yeah.
And then you just allowed... Because for me...
What it showed, because Spence is slightly bigger, not by a lot.
But even he wasn't able to implement that size.
Because Crawford's a professional wrestler.
Facts. And he's a flipping good boxer.
He's a very, very good boxer. So if you try to box him, you will lose. But then if you try to fist him up and get aggressive, you will lose. I would have loved to see Crawford versus a bigger version of like a Lomachenko. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're both those technical boxing and wrestling pivot fighters.
Know where, like, again, someone like Crawford, like, it's very difficult because mentally, this guy's going to be so in tune for that fight. And I say this in boxing all the time. When you got a fighter who's got better footwork than you, that fighter is 50% a better fighter than you. When people don't understand how good footwork is. No matter what style you want to fight, your footwork...
A lot of Lomachenko's boxing is footwork.
Bro, any great fighter, your footwork has to be of a certain level. Because if you're a come forward fighter, you have to be able to cut the distance quick enough, like a Mike Tyson.
And with Loma and Crawford, because they've got such good footwork, they throw punches from mad different angles.
Literally.
In boxing, you have a jab, a hook, an uppercut, a straight. You got basically
4 punches.
Even a straight, I might throw out, but you've got because it's the equivalent to a jab, right? But it's on the other side. So you've got 3 or 4 punches. And obviously you've got 2 hands, so you've got 8 punches to worry about. They do not throw punches from 8 different angles.
Facts.
They throw punches from mad different angles because of their footwork.
It's funny that you say that, because if you were to look at the most textbook fighter in the sport, it's probably Spence or Bivol, in terms of the fact that they throw those shots from the exact same angle that they're supposed. You see what I'm saying?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're so good at it, they don't need to get 5, 6s, 7s, and 8s. They don't have to. Whereas these guys are also very good at 1, 2, 3, 4, but they have 5, 6, 7s, 8s, and all those other varieties. It's insane.
Even the shot that he lands on Spence to get the first knockdown, where he throws the reverse 1-2, it comes from a counter, and literally, and I don't even want to get into the technicals of it because I could do that all day, but it's because of the fact that Spence is so aggressor. Technical, he's almost
too easy.
You know
what it's like, if you ever given your little brother who's dead at FIFA the control, but then you can't twist him up like you twist up your boys, because he's not actually doing the things he's supposed to be doing.
Facts.
Whereas when you play against, do you know what I mean? You can play literally, but when you play against players that are meant to do what they're meant to do, it's easier to beat them because you know what they're going to do.
Yes. You know how to counter those shots. You see what I'm saying? And correct. It's for me, why it's so, and I'm surprised. I'm not surprised Spence took the rematch. I'm not surprised he took the rematch because of confidence and pride.
He ain't got a choice.
But I am surprised in the sense that I genuinely believe that going into this fight, he believes that, at 154, I'll be a better fighter.
The thing is, the reason he's got to take the rematch is because even after that loss, because Crawford is so good, he still stayed in lots of people's pound for pound top 5s at a stretch, top 10. If he doesn't take that fight, that tells me that I've been beaten up so bad, I don't believe I can beat this guy. I don't actually see a route to beat this guy. And I think he drops out of that list.
No, but you brought up a real good point. A route.
Mm-hmm.
He has to see a route.
Yeah.
And the problem,
even if he doesn't see a route, he has to at least pretend he sees a route.
No, but the problem that I have is from the outside looking in, the route that they feel like, and I mean Derek James and those guys feel like, is when we move to 154, it's going to be easier. And that is a problem.
Are they fighting at 154 though?
That's basically what they're trying to do, get the fight at 154. But even if it is at 154, the fact that you feel like moving up a weight class is going to make the difference is a massive problem.
Because then you're looking to put it on him and be aggressive.
There was more than just the weight problem. Technically, he was better than you, bro.
100%.
Technically, he was better than you.
By far.
What I would give Spence credit for, he never stopped trying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when he was getting knocked out, he kept trying to throw punches. But to be honest with you, bro, I feel like I'm a person that always feel like I can always come up with a method and strategy in how any fighter can win. Mm-hmm. This is the way these are the weaknesses that you can go after.
With this, you can't see
it. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because if I was to give him an advice, firstly, I'll tell him, bro, in this fight, you can't be the one that's just trying to apply pressure constantly. You have to do it in spells.
But the thing that surprised me the most in that fight was the difference in hand speed. Crawford was rapid. So if Spence doesn't go and engage and Crawford sets the tempo, I think Crawford is smart enough
to make the adjustments and
set the tempo and use the tempo to set traps, rope Spence in, and then do some real damage on him. I think he's got both sides because the hand speed was crazy. Spence couldn't land clean.
And the timing was. And I said Crawford's probably got the best timing I've ever seen. Mm. But the thing is, with Spence throws everything pretty much at the same speed. Mm. The truth is, what screwed Spence was Crawford wasn't buying into the feints. Mm. Feints mess up timing because you think you can counter a shot that ain't there. The problem was Crawford didn't buy into none of the feints. Mm-hmm. You try to feint to reposition your opponent and your opponent don't reposition because he knows it's a feint. He read him so early. But
it's not just reading the feints. He has confidence in his own ability and reflexes.
Throw the punch jab, I'll move.
Throw the punch then.
And that's why I can't see a route for how he wins, bro. That's why I can't see a route.
We need to make an anime about this motherfucker. Man, so throw the punch. I'm not scared. Throw the punch.
Because he started with a very strong, heavy jab. And then he started countering the jab. So Spence tried to vary the jab. And he still got countered.
From I saw them lot meet each other backstage, I knew Crawford won the fight. I'm telling you. Because it was Spence and all his guys.
And Crawford
on his ones. And he looked supremely confident. Super confident. Do you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, and it wasn't gangster talk, urban talk, chains, bravado. Nah, it was something else.
I'm a better fighter.
It was something that it reminded me of. It reminded me of the video of Danny Jacobs bumping into the Charlos.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah, facts.
And the Charlos looked a little bit nervous, and Danny Jacobs looked excited to see them. He was like, yo,
I'm glad.
It's you. Yeah, it's you. And that's what Terence Crawford, Errol Spence didn't look nervous, but he looked like
he
looked surprised. Whereas Crawford was like, yo, it's you. What, yo, well gone. Now, credit to Spence. He's the one that got on the phone and made the fight happen. But that confidence that Crawford had, for me, and all the other reasons that we've already spoken about, I can't see this fight going any differently.
Nah, no chance. And I won't be going to this fight neither.
I think this fight could be going... I think this fight could be an earlier stoppage.
I actually think this fight might go the distance.
Nah, I think it's an even earlier.
You know why I think the fight might go the distance? Because I feel like Crawford's gonna.
What round did he stop him? 7.
7. The reason why I think, 9.
9.
The reason why I think
it could be an early stoppage.
The reason why I think it's gonna go the distance is because I feel like Spence is gonna realize earlier that he can't win and shell up earlier.
But he should know that now.
No, but delusion, innit?
He should know that now. He should know that the only way is put the gloves on and try and walk him down. But even then, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't see a route, bro.
I don't know. The only way I could see,
in the words of Top Boy, there's always a way, but I don't know the way.
I would have Spence training with wrestlers right now, and I would have him shell up and try and walk him down.
Bro, I don't
get
know,
him into a corner.
I don't know, bro. Like, it's mad.
You're not gonna land on his body clean.
He needs to get.
Also, Spence relies a lot on body punches to slow his opponents down. He can't land on like you said, the trade-off. Every time he's trying to land the body punch, he's getting one, or he's not even getting one in the head, he's getting two in the head.
Facts.
So he's getting slowed down quicker than
the exchange rate for a body punch and a headshot is not a good exchange.
Nah, not at all.
Making pounds.
Yeah, literally, man, are doing rupees.
Literally,
it's peak, bro. So
it's not a good exchange rate, bro.
So yeah, I mean, he's just got to walk. I think not just got to walk him down because it's very difficult to do. But I don't see a route. And like I said, I was right in the first place. But I even said like late round stoppage.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? So that's
peak,
what it is.
But I wish them both of them man all the best still, because them man made boxing great again still. So.
Yeah, it's a very, very good fight. Very good fight. But yeah, it's only going one way. Do you know what I mean? And we're going to be covering that live whenever the date is announced.
I'll be in the country for that. I'm
stealing your passport for that, bro. We've got to cover. That's what we've got to cover that live on the channel.
Because the last fight, I didn't know who was gonna win. Now I know who's gonna win. I'm not gonna waste money to go out.
Yeah,
I already know who's gonna win.
All right, cool. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Are we overgassing it? Do you know what I mean, is it more competitive than we realized? Let us know what you think. We're both going Terence Crawford. Yeah, subscribe. We're going to be covering a lot of these big fights live on the channel as well. So make sure that you like and subscribe and stay tuned. It's Nick J. Francis channel. We're out.
Love.